Daniel, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about your start on this project and where that all comes from and what resonates with you with the Fatherhood Encouragement Project?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Fatherhood Encouragement Project was founded 6.5 years ago, really with a heart to change fatherhood, not just perspective on fatherhood, but to really dive in and create a purpose for fathers and to create more intentionality in their way of communication, their leadership styles, their serving. Really everything that fatherhood stands for. We wanted to create something different. We wanted to create a focus on fatherhood again. We wanted to put, the misconceptions of fathers away. We wanted to put that to bed, and we wanted to really encourage dads to be more active in their kids' lives, and not just be present, but really truly be present when they're there, right? And so we use something that's really extremely unique, and it's something that I've learned and helped coach over the years, but we focus on something called affirmation leadership. And what that is we teach dads how to affirm their children, their wives, their significant others, and their co-workers in their lives. Use affirmation to alter the way that the mind reacts and thinks and ultimately changes the course of their life. So what that looks like is there's a couple of things that we truly focus on. One is taking the word no out of the house completely when you're fathering or when you're parenting. It's not to say that because naturally what we want to do is we want to, like when a child is reacting or they have a behavior that we're not, that is not acceptable, our reaction as a father or a parent is to yell, no, right? No, stop. But the reality is that a kid, by the time they are 18 years old in the United States of America, hears the word no over 200,000 times. And so what we're doing essentially is we're building children up in failure without even realizing the impact that has on them, right? And so I can't tell you how many times people told me no, or that I wasn't going to do something, right? But then that wanted me to do it more. And so what it is it's really taking the word no and it's altering it with an affirmation and then a correction. So what we do is instead of saying no, like perfect example, when my son was about 3 years old or so, I went through a really tough divorce when I was young and I got full custody of my son. And, he just was behaving in a way where he couldn't express himself. So he was acting out. And so there was a moment where he was coloring on the wall. And, my initial fatherhood reaction was to scream no. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to try this affirmation thing that I had been learning. And so I said, Braden, you are bold, son. You are strong. You are courageous, but we don't color on the wall. Right. And then I explained why we don't color on the wall. And so it started with an affirmation and ended with correction. Right. And he never colored on the wall again. And he's 12 years old.